Hello friends, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome in. My name is Helen. I am coming to you from my new place in Auckland, where I live, Auckland, New Zealand, where I live with my boyfriend and my son. Everything's changed, it's great. So yes, new place. This is now my office recording studio, and I do share it with my partner. He is a hybrid worker, so he's working in the office today. I get to record. And this is the last chance I'll have to record until, I don't know, before the end of the month. Things are going nuts. But anyway, I didn't think I'd have a lot to show you because we moved. But I have more than I thought. I couldn't believe it. I was just going through and doing all my numbers. I was like, I've worked on a lot more than I thought I did. So I have a lot sitting, right here. So let's have a look. I have my notebook. A couple of things weren't touched. One we're going to talk about. Things are going to happen. So, let's start from the top. My Quacker by StarParadeDesigns, being done on 14 count fabric I got from Meoow. Blue. Doing it 2/1 full crosses in the DMC colour 973. Last time you saw it, I don't think I've got pictures because, again, life went chaos. So if I can find pictures from the last episode, I will shove them in. Else, I'm sorry. Your last count was at 3,795 stitches with the aim of getting 1,000. I fell short. I was so close. I was doing my numbers, but why didn't I just get it done? So it was at 24.09%. I'm now at 30.43% with 4,794 stitches done. One more stitch, I would have hit my 1,000 stitches. My goal was 500, so I'm crazy happy. It has been super easy for me to pull out in my new setup and everything else. And now, like you'll notice, it's got my little stands on it because I can now clip it onto this desk right here. I've got a bigger desk. That's a lot nicer to work with. So here we go. Ooh, how well is that going to work? I'm about to play with the colours and stuff. But I've redone all the motives in here. So this is, I've hit the corner. I've done this one. And I've come up to this motive up here, which comes in, like in there. So that will be the next part, is to get that bit in. This is a stitch along or start along. I started with Wendy from Stitch in the Matrix. I'll link her all down below as I do. And we do stitchy zooms roughly once a month, which is 4 AM my time when they start. Next one is in about a month. So if you want to jump on with that, I say contact her because she will flick you all the Zoom details. That's great. And we just sort of sit around, we have a chat, and we all work on little projects. It's not all ducks. You don't have to work on ducks now, I don't think. It's easier for me. If I sit here work on one colour, I can get a couple hundred stitches done. So I love it. I love it so much. I'll ignore that noise. Stay there. This is the only one I'm currently using floss drops for. It's just, nice and easy. I just prep a skein at a time. I've got a whole heap of the 973 just stashed away. Okay, so that's the big one. Next one, I'm surprised I've got as many stitches on it as I have. It is in the hoop, but it's got all my clamps. I've got it all threaded ready for the next stitchy session. I've got a lot more done on this than I thought I did. This is the New Zealand flag Quaker by Vivsters on Etsy. Again, all my links and number counts and stuff are all down below. This is being done on 28 count Brittany opalescent 1/1 full cross. Last time you saw it, it was 1,060 stitches out of 48,462. That's 2.19%. This is my leap year sell. And you will see how far behind I am, and I don't mind that I'm behind. Life is what it is. We'll work on it. I got 475 stitches. My goal was 500. I'm taking it. That's close enough. I'll probably sit down the next few days and work on it some more, but it's fine. I've still got to the end of the month to get an extra 25 stitches. It's 4 days. It's fine. It's easy. So yes, this is how she's looking. Called for DMCs. I love the fact that when you look at it from a distance, you couldn't tell it was actually cross stitch. That's my plan. Why it's on the 28 count and why it's 1/1. I hope to get this one, the Progressive Pride, and the Irish flag all done on the 28 count opalescent, so that they'll look very nice up on our walls. Quite possibly, to be fair, up on this wall will look really cool. But the aim is that people can come and go, well, that's nice artwork, and come and go, oh crap, it's actually cross stitch. So a little bit close look, you can see the sparkle. You can see the sparkle in between like some of the blank motif places too. That's what I wanted. Crazy stupid happy with this too. That was so easy to sit down and just... I must have done like a full motive, to be fair. When I started this, I wanted to get 2 motifs in a month. No. Right now, I'm just plugging away at it and enjoying the process. And maybe eventually I'll pick it up some more. Next one is Lady Slipper. I was doing myself. I haven't worked on that, but I'll just check the counts. I have worked on it. Actually, I should put that needle back on my... Hold it. Okay. So, Lady Slipper by Carolyn Manning. I'm doing it on 14 count Ada, 2/1 full cross. Last time you saw it was at 4,722 stitches, which was 12.96%. She got 584 stitches, and I don't know how. I really don't know how. My plan was to catch up on Manning May. I haven't been able to do it. I needed to get an extra 1,394 stitches. It's fine. I'm not even going to attempt to keep catching up. I gave myself a bit of time. Has it happened? Try again next year. I am very handsy today. Sorry. So yes, now she's at 5,306, which is 14.56%. Oop, sorry. Yeah. So I've started coming in and basically colour completing by row as far as I can, because I can basically bounce off down here. So yeah, you can only really see the white. My aim was to try and get like the third row in, but it's not happening at this point. That's fine. I have no plans for her for this month, just as an FYI. So, I'm not too sure how I'm going to set her up in my little crafty space. So I'm setting up a corner of the living room into my little crafty space. I don't know how it's going to work. Not with her being on the stand that she's on. I am looking at getting a proper floor stand so I can clip my bigger frames and stuff in, but that's not going to happen for 2 or 3 more weeks, I think. And the last one I worked on got almost nothing. This is my Van Gogh Never Leveled Up by Ayatria, and charted by Unconventional Cross Stitch. I have so many on the wish list there, I swear. And a lot of them are Ayatrias. And like, is that the Rose Library or something as well? Very pretty. Anyway, being done on 16 count Ada, 2/1 full cross. Last time you saw it was at 6,787 stitches. Which is 16.97%. I did 1%, which tells you I did 401 stitches. And I still have, like, I'm still attached, because I obviously put it down while dealing with things at one evening, and that was it. These are attached. I'm going to leave it where it is because I know where I haven't even, I don't know if you can even see it. It's like a half stitch right where that needle is. So I'm in the process of even going up and down on a stitch. I don't know if that stitch has even been counted. But yes, this is where it's at. This is one of my favourite pieces. To be fair, they're all favourites in the way. But that is where it's at. I will take this out of the frame today and get a photo so you can, one, get it up on here so you can see how good it's looking. But this is a massive project for July. Okay, so this is currently at 7,188 stitches, so 17.97%. Got 401 stitches put in. And that's fine. Well, my goal was 2.5. It was going to be a stretch goal because this. You see, I've still got empty shelves there. It's fine. So, let's jump into goals. I haven't touched knitting. It's not even a blink of my eye right now. It hasn't been a thing. I think I might have done 2 rows on a sock. Nothing. So, goals. W.I.P. Gogh has been drawn. Let me flip the page into July. W.I.P. Gogh has been drawn, which is numbers 2 and 16, which number 2 was 500 full coverage, I believe, and the other one was the cats and fancy ladies. Full coverage is easy. I've rolled that into my goals for the month. It's easy. It's the cats one. When we've had this discussion, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm currently getting some fabric in, and it's not expensive fabric, but we'll just see where it goes. I think if it means I'm not going to get a full complete W.I.P. Gogh because I just can't do it, so be it. It's my first year really doing W.I.P. Gogh, so I'm not upset with it. Goals anyway. I am only got one project with goals for July, because July is the Tour de France, and I was raised with my dad being I want to say Olympic cyclist, but he was put in the reserve team for the Moscow Olympics pre-1980s, and they decided not to go. So Olympic qualified cyclist. So the Tour de France means a lot to my family. And the plan is this. So 500 stitches for W.I.P. Gogh. That's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is 3,320 stitches for the Tour de France. That will get me the gold jersey in the Tour de France stitching group. And then, I've done my math wrong. But yeah, and then 2,500 stitches for the Unconventional cross stitch monthly goal that I try and do. Grand total of 5,820 stitches. I think. No, more. Give me a moment. I was wrong. I was wrong by a lot. 6,320 stitches. Let me just change that in here. 6,320 total. It's all I'm working on this month, other than a little bit of the duck when I need a break, I think. And maybe a little bit of flag. Let's just face it, I'm going to have a full project here again. I've got 4 days to get 25 stitches in my flag. Any extra stitches I get on Van Gogh for this month do not count. So I might finish that thread and do it like a semi-starting point for the start of July in general. Yeah, I think that'll work. If I turn around and say, okay, July 1st, this is what my count is. Okay, so let's do that. July 1st count. So I can finish off that thread and anything else. Yeah, I'm going to end up with four projects here. The other thing I want to talk about is I've got the Pokemon starters by CrossNFloss on Etsy. I've shown it before, I haven't worked on it in ages, and the fact is I dread working on it. I love the pattern. There's nothing wrong with the pattern. When I started cross-stitching on it, I was still effectively learning, and now I cross my stitches completely differently. Problem. Because it takes an entire brain malfunction for me to cross-stitch the way I've cross-stitched on there. And then the fabric was the wrong choice. Completely. I have actually tossed out the rest of the bolt of fabric that I have. It was cross tips that my mum got when we lived in Papua New Guinea when I was 11. For reference, I am early 40s now. It was 16 count in one direction, 18 count in another, and it was coming out elongated. I am going to scrap it. It will be UFO'd. It's going to go in the bin today. That's it. I will restart it when I am ready. As it is, I really want the pattern, and because it's a wreath, I want to find a nice pattern to go in the middle of it, maybe like a Pikachu or something, so it all sort of ties in. I don't know. So that is not going to be high priority except for scrapping it, which gives me a bit more space in my book. But that's it. So rest in peace to a cross stitch. It's the first time I've actually really sat down and said I don't want to work on you. It's UFOU. But it's okay. I'm fine with this. It's 45% complete, by the way. So it's a lot. Like, but I'm saying that it's only like, another 45% complete. We've only got 2,000 written down for the, must be at 12,000. 242. Hang on, I'm just looking backwards. Pokemon starters. Yeah, last count was 9. I've written it down wrong. So yeah, 9,342 stitches. And my goal is to UFO it. Done, written down in the diary. You can see my boards are back here. I've gone and had a look at the W.I.P. Gogh. I've did my little clip, so you'll see that at some point. But yes, that's it. It's a pretty short and sweet one today. I had more to show than I thought I did, but still not much. And I'm not gushing as much. I have a lot. Life update, this is it. I've moved house. This is where my life is right now. I'm still unpacking. I'm still setting up my crafty corner. I'm learning that I can put stuff where I want them to be, where it's accessible to me rather than hiding all my stuff away. And it's a huge mental thing. I'm loving it. Learning to live together with my partner is it's a journey, but we're doing okay. What else have I got? I think that's it. I'm gonna go apply for a job tomorrow. Bit of a place where I used to work that is looking for full-time experienced. So wish me luck. I'll see you next time. Bye.